Get ready to experience the raw energy of 9 Inch Nails alive. Trent Reznor and the band are hitting the road for an electrifying tour you won't want to miss. Catch them at XL Energy Center on August 17th for a night of unforgettable music and intense performances. Tickets go on sale this Wednesday at noon. Get all the details at KFAN.com, keyword calendar.
Any word from anybody on Kwesi's contract yet?
I have not heard anything.
I haven't either. I thought it sounded like it was a couple of days away. Or it was like real close to being done. Did I make that up? Did I dream that?
No, we were talking about that even with Pelissero last Thursday, that they were working on it, but nothing yet.
And it all makes sense, right? I mean, we all figured that they would be sort of a package deal. So once one is done, you'd feel like they're working on the other one.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get to sports after news, but I just want to play this again because it was so much fun to hear.
Garcia got the steal. Pass ahead to Dawson. Look out below.
That was cool. Gophers win, man. What a fun game that was.
That was sweet.
Good job, everybody. I guess Parker's still asleep, but if you're awake, good job, dude.
Yeah, it was fun to see that reaction from the crowd. You know, in all my experience of going to the barn just one time in my life, realized how cool that place was, and then I can see how when that thing is packed full of people on a big game, and then they win the way they do, like that's super special. Oh, hi, Muss.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Look at him over there. That's Mike Mussman.
Muss, you always smell nice. What is that?
Sex Panther.
Is that Brute?
Bush.
Yeah, no, Sex Bush.
Is that Bush or Bush Light?
Brilliant.
Whoa, what?
Brilliant.
Yeah,
Is that Miller or Miller Light?
Miller Light. Which one is it? I can't remember.
Is that Eau de Hennessy?
Coors. Yeah, brand, but no.
Is that some of that?
No. It's Jovan Musk. Remember that back in the day?
Oh, yeah, man.
It's Elon's brother.
Yes. Hi, boys.
Hi, Muss.
How we doing?
How's the weather out there, brother?
Oh, it's beautiful out.
Good.
I mean, not that I walked here, but from the parking ramp to here, it wasn't bad.
Sure. You probably noticed it as you were driving along.
Yeah, you didn't leave at 2 a.m. to start walking here or what?
No.
How long would it take to walk here?
From the Vag, it would take a long time.
Whoa.
Yeah, you never walk away from that.
Yeah, never. Yeah, it's hard to walk
Your
away
mic's
from.
on.
should.
Hawk.
Yeah.
Your mic's on.
What's that?
Your mic's on.
Hi. I wish you were a Mogwai.
Why?
I'd pour water on you.
Why?
Oh, we don't need more of him.
I'd feed you after midnight.
Yeah.
It's always after midnight.
Yeah.
And he's going to eat either way, whether you feed him or not.
Man, I love eating.
What was the last time you actually watched that movie?
It's fantastic. Probably 2 or 3 years ago.
I just recently, within the last month, it was awesome.
For real?
Awesome. Oh, yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
Where do you find Gremlins at?
I mean,
Not
isn't it?
the show, not
like
actual
an
Gremlins.
antique store.
Why do I feel like it's HBO Max? Somebody's got it.
Yeah, somebody, I can't remember. We were doing that death scroll, trying to find us something to watch, and it's like, good Lord.
Looks like it's on Hulu.
Hulu, okay.
Hulu.
We have so many streaming apps that we don't even watch.
Wow, you're fancy.
Again, we don't need to break it down, but the bar scene where Phoebe Cates continues to bartend while they are partying.
She needed the money, brother.
And
listen to the
They're
whole
great tippers.
But they're all drinking beer. They would all be multiplying.
Yeah.
Like, that scene makes no sense, but it's so funny.
I know, and the rest of it
so
sticks
funny.
right to reality.
It really does. That's what I was going to say. Yeah, everything else.
Yep.
Swinging
It's
on the ceiling fan.
Yep.
Yeah, come on.
Playing poker, and this guy just shoots the other one. It's so good.
Is it?
Yes.
Sure. It is.
Oh,
I've
it's
only seen it
fantastic.
once.
It's so funny.
Yeah, but we got to do the news.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Brought to you by Carbonis. Thank you, Carbonis. Appreciate you very much. There's lots going on in the world. A lot of it's serious. Some of it I don't really want to talk about. So I'm just going to tell you guys some fun things. How about that?
Let's do it.
Okay, good. Let me turn this down a little bit because it's very loud. Thank you, Carbonis. After nearly being sunk by the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, the cruise industry is back.
Skeptics thought the cruise industry would never survive COVID, but AAA says it's the one sector of the travel industry that's outperformed the rest. 19 million Americans are expected to cruise this year, an increase of 4.5%. The cruise industry says with inflation a big concern, more passengers are lured by the value of cruising, with many taking advantage of voyages that last just 2 to 5 days. I'm Rory O'Neill.
Rory's one of those guys who reports cruise stories like the president's been shot. Yeah. Like, yeah, that sounded like real serious.
Rory, 100%.
The buffets are open.
100% that was done in a hotel room.
Yeah.
Shuffleboard is a lot of fun.
Yeah, you know, I saw an ad for a cruise last night, and I made this comment to Abigail, like, that cruise ship has so much stuff on it. Like, why would it have to leave the port? It's like,
Oh, I know the commercial that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. The back end of that
my
ship,
God.
there's just too much stuff.
there's so much stuff.
You're ziplining around the ship. Oh, yeah.
Why even go out on the water?
Just circle the bay for a while.
Or drive to the Dells, because that's exactly what the back of those ships look like.
I love cruises. They're fun.
He does. But it's warm there. It's not warm at the Dells. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But you could just park that some bitch up against the dock there in Miami and just cool out.
Cool out. A raise of hands. Who's done a cruise?
We have. Patrick Morningstar did.
Yeah.
I've never done one before.
They're awesome.
Yeah. I feel like, Max, though, it's one thing you have to do at least once.
Yeah, that's what I want to at least try it for sure. One of my best friends just got back from a 3-week one, and he is raving about it. Yeah,
That's way too long.
With his girlfriend and her family too.
Yeah,
He
we
is a
all know
soldier.
bonus.
Was Tom Hanks the captain?
No, he was raving about it, man. He said it was a ton of fun. I mean, you had me at the unlimited food. So.
3 weeks. My God.
Yeah.
So we did
with your girlfriend and her family too.
We did a full week, but it was for our honeymoon, and it was perfect because when you're getting married and doing all this stuff, and you're doing all the planning and getting everything ready and blah 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 blah. And we paid for mostly our wedding ourselves, and it was just like don't want to plan anything.
Yeah.
So the cruise was fantastic.
Because it's built-in
loved it.
entertainment every night.
Yeah.
Every day.
You can or don't do anything.
And then every time you stop at whatever you're stopping, there's like a list of excursions that you can be like, sign up for this excursion.
There's
Done.
probably a nude beach somewhere. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Weren't you on your honeymoon?
I want to go on the Antarctica one.
Yeah.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it'd be cold. But yeah, it'd be cool.
They don't have naked
Do the
beaches.
Alaska one instead.
Alaska.
You know what I'd like to do is the one where they take the ship down the rivers over like
in
the
Europe?
Rhine.
River
Because you're
cruises.
stopping in a different city every night. That'd be cool. You see a lot of stuff, you know?
Yeah, you see a lot of stuff. And you're not in the open ocean.
Yeah, I don't like the open ocean.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't either, man.
I don't like the rocking and rolling.
Hurricane
and stuff.
season.
No, and it just out of nowhere, there's a squall.
Yeah, those stupid sneaky squalls.
Squall, man. I like that word. Squall. Anyway, there you go. The cruise industry is back. Congratulations, everybody. It'd be fun. You know, that might be a good job for me now that I'm old. Like I could go be a singer on a cruise ship.
It's not a bad idea.
That's
Not bad, right?
really good idea.
Not a bad idea?
Yeah.
Throw a little comedy in there every now and again. Maybe,
Ventriloquism? Do some ventriloquism.
Yeah.
You would love
Mix
the
it in.
lather, rinse, repeat aspect of being on the cruise ship and being a cruise singer.
Yeah, I can do that. And I might still be able to do the morning show. You know?
Yeah, they got Wi-Fi.
Yeah, absolutely.
We broadcast a whole week over the ocean.
How'd that go for you?
Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, with Disney? Oh, it was fantastic.
Stop.
What?
Oh, my stop.
Oh, my stop.
Are you okay?
Why, are
He
you
loves
close?
Disney.
I
No,
just
it was
missed all the
awesome.
fun that we used to have in this building. Oh.
Uh-oh. I feel like we took a turn.
Yeah, we sure did.
Nothing's crazy, but like Abbott was talking about the pond hockey team that fan used to have.
Yeah, I was on it.
What? And iHeart, just you guys used to have so much fun.
Yeah, we had fun, man. We had employees.
Did you have a softball team too?
Yes.
A bowling team? Oh wait.
We still got them.
Yeah, we had a bowling team. I was on that.
Didn't Rosie join that?
For one game.
Why did he join that?
He tore his rotator cuff.
Yeah, but why did he join?
Because he's a big bowler. Big bowler.
Core, I'd love to know what you're intrigued by watching Get Up right now.
I'm stuck on the fact
Damian Woody?
that Ryan Clark has a pin
Does
of
he
his
have a
own
sister?
initials.
Oh, he's had that forever.
Oh, yeah. He loves himself some Ryan Clark.
I've never seen that. He has his own
yes.
logo.
He is
Pin.
he's one of the original investors for Royal Crown Cola.
Yeah.
Oh, good cola.
They make fun of it all the time because, like, Dan Orlovsky will wear something similar that he made of, like, tinfoil just to, like, mock him. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's good. You should mock somebody for doing that. If he's wearing it because it's his initials, you should mock him.
You should,
For
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Might as well just wear his own jersey with his name on the back.
Yeah, or the name of Rocket Club across his chest. Probably shouldn't do that either. Oh, check this out. This is bad news. I'm sorry to tell you guys this is bad news, but it's true. Multiple agencies are investigating after a Minnesota woman died while skydiving in Arizona. Pronounced dead Friday in Eloy, Arizona, about 75 miles southeast of Phoenix. The 55-year-old from Stillwater was an experienced skydiver, but reportedly experienced complication during her descent. Ugh.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man. See, that's why I don't do it. Because there could be complications. Like if I'm playing Risk and there's complications, it's just I get frustrated and throw the board.
Yep.
No
But
matter-
in that, you're sitting there the whole time knowing.
Yeah.
Well, this is bad.
I got to believe you're struggling till the end.
Will I bounce?
You know?
Probably not.
No, probably not. But, maybe you'll be one of those lucky people who lived through it and tell the story. But I guess you got to believe that till the end. Right?
Well, there is a viral video of a dude's parachute getting all twisted up, and he figures out how to untwist it as he's like being hurtled down to earth, and then is able to cut away and pull his reserve chute, and it opens up 100 feet off the ground. He survives, and it's a crazy video. I'm guessing that's kind of what happened to this gal.
Yeah.
But then she doesn't get it untangled.
Yeah, it says reports of a parachutist experiencing complications while descending. First responders provided medical care, but the skydiver was pronounced dead at the scene. Identified as 55-year-old Ann Wick. Grew up in Burnsville.
That's awful.
That is awful. Just awful.
Yeah, Burnsville sucks.
Well, I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
I thought we were talking about that.
No, I don't think
Sorry,
that had
Dad.
anything to do with it. I mean, she moved to Stillwater.
Say that to AJ.
She has 3 brothers, and her parents' names are Dick and Cookie, which I believe is a bakery that Zach was going to open up.
Oh, my God. Rest in peace, though, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sorry about your loss. Nom, 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 nom.
The cookie.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're only eating one of them.
My God.
before you guys can turn anything.
Yeah. Brilliant.
It's a terrible story, but what a power couple. Dick and Cookie, they have to be the life of every party.
Oh, yeah.
You love going over to Dick and Cookie's house.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's Tommy's
cannot make
dream
that up.
scenario.
I did not think that's where this story was going.
Yeah, I didn't either.
No.
Did not.
If I had a choice between Sweet Martha's and DC's cookies,
Yeah.
I don't know.
As long as it's not in Burnsville.
As long as it's not in Burnsville.
Yeah, I haven't tried the cookies yet.
I think I'll stick with the milk.
Oh my God, Zach!
Okay, now again,
Come on, man.
take a
Are
deep
you a
breath.
dunker?
Yucky.
God.
Zach.
Honestly, it's the reason why we talked about this last week. When I was 21, I was convinced I was going to skydive, and at the time, I was brave enough to do it. Just never got around to it. Now, there's no way. I'm
You got too
chicken
much to
bleep
lose.
now. It's not even that I have so much to lose. It's just I don't have that gene in me anymore. That's just gone.
I speak for the Twin Cities. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, please do.
Did Angie just text you and say, please beg him to do it? I don't have it in me anymore. I'm not brave enough anymore. No chance.
No way. And that's the news. Thank you, Carbonies.
All right, Muss is here. Ben is here. We got a Super Bowl matchup. Sauce can walk us through that after this on The Fan.
Sorry, I had to put a stocking cap on. I'm freezing. How's your morning show, everybody? Hi. So, lots going on in the world. Inside and outside of sports. We'll get more sports momentarily. But quickly, be careful in Connecticut if you're throwing snowballs at cars because somebody might shoot you.
12-year-old was with another juvenile throwing snowballs. One of those snowballs hit a car. That car looped the block and chased the kids and fired rounds at the children. We are actively looking for that vehicle. We're exploring all investigative leads. There is some video in the area that we're exploring as well. But thank God, non-life-threatening. It could have been a lot worse.
Man, we love throwing snowballs.
No, it's the best.
It was
I know, it's the
absolutely
best.
the best. And you wait till, you'd have to be brave enough to walk out or run out from behind a house hit the car, and then wait until the taillights went on, and then just run like hell.
Yeah. You were actually throwing them at cars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't cool.
The entire hockey team. We would all we'd stay at somebody's house.
The Minnesota Wild?
No. Yeah, when we were kids, we would stay at somebody's house and all right, let's go. And then everybody who didn't know that there is a clothesline in the backyard.
Oh, yeah.
That was also fun to watch. Your own buddies, you watch them just get
lose a lot of teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually one of the core memories of growing up and when I was a kid was throwing snowballs at cars.
Oh, for sure.
It was always a lot of fun.
Yes,
man. I guess
absolutely.
I mean, we went toilet papering.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, did that a couple times.
Yeah.
Egged a few houses.
Much fun. So much fun.
Yeah.
We do the fake rope thing.
What's the fake rope?
So, on Elm Street, where I lived in Owatonna, it was a busy street, and so we would have two guys on one side and two guys on the other side of the street, and then you would when a car was coming by, you just pretend like you're pulling a rope. And for whatever reason, they would stop and then chase us. And it was fun.
What the hell?
Huh.
What?
So, and that actually fooled people?
So,
Yes.
also, you grew up in the 1980s?
Yes.
On Elm Street.
On Elm Street, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
What was that like?
1009 Elm Street, yeah.
Was there anybody on the street named Fred or Freddie?
There was not.
Damn
no.
it.
The other one we would do is we'd take a fishing line and run it across the street. And then have it on bumpers of two different vehicles on either side, right? And then we would tie
a menace.
We would tie beer cans to it because my dad had a bunch of them. And so when the car would drive through, all of a sudden it would hook onto their bumper, and then all of a sudden they hear the rattle.
Oh, the clanging of the
thinking
that's
that
harmless fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that's not
His
bad.
head gets chopped off.
That's not bad.
How did you guys not live?
Yeah, that's harmless fun. I admire that.
Thank you.
Yes.
God,
we were rascals.
You were rascals. I think that's a good word for what you were. You were rascals. Yeah. Yeah. No, man. I just ride my bike everywhere. That's all I did.
Yeah.
I rode my bike.
I know. That's also the best. We were very mischievous.
Did you ever ride your bike with BB guns and shoot each other?
Obviously.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we shot each other all the time.
Oh.
We played some games that just were terrible.
Yeah, and you'd have that one friend that had the pump. And you're like, no, just one pump.
Yeah,
but you could just
older than us.
hear it in the woods. You're like, oh, no, that's a 10 pump right there.
Yeah,
that one's going to be.
Nobody lasts 10
You're
pumps.
supposed to only get 3 pumps.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Bobby, I know it's you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Bobby, stop 10 pumping me. Okay?
Yeah, Bob. Wow. Anything else, Bob?
Bobby's a good sport.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Bobby in the woods, just 10 pumping people.
Would you like to tell us more?
Classic Bobby.
Classic Bobby.
Classic Bobby.
Is this a cry for help?
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, and I just had a memory. This one game we were playing, and one day somebody had started a bonfire in the woods and just kind of let it burn, and we came upon it, and there was a bunch of trash, and we were throwing spray paint cans into the fire.
Oh, geez.
For sure.
And one of them exploded and went right by my head and hit a tree and left a divot in the tree. And I remember thinking, man, I was real close to dying right now.
And that is exactly how the fire in the Pacific Palisades started. Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I was nowhere near the Pacific.
Chris throwing spray paint cans into a fire.
Wow, Hugs.
But why would I have done that? How dumb was I?
That wasn't dumb. That was fun.
No, yeah,
it was
that's
fun.
funny.
You weren't huffing. You were just,
how would you know? Sure, we did.
I loved it when
they weren't huffing paint.
when our neighbors they burned their trash in the burn barrel. You know,
What are they? The Averys?
no, it's just like
That's what we all did.
Yeah,
That's
what you
pretty common,
That's what
yeah.
you did when you were growing up in Southern
Damn
Iowa.
right.
You just burn your trash in a burn barrel.
Yeah, man. What?
not tires.
Why
We're not
would you
monsters.
pay for a service to come pick it up and take it to a landfill when you could burn it in your burn
it.
barrel?
Give it back to God.
Yeah.
Back to God, brilliant. Here you are, my lord.
It was fun just to take stuff and just throw it in that like big heaping ball of flames.
Yeah.
See what exploded.
Yeah.
And
Fire
wonder why it's a
sweet.
blue flame every once in a while.
like,
Like,
oh, that was
that's
cool. That
that's
one's
probably
kind of
not
green
good.
too.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, good times. Good
Yeah,
times.
driving along out in the country and you see a bunch of smoke and you don't know it might be a house fire or somebody just burning their trash. Or it could be the same thing.
Yeah.
One and the same.
How about just did you just go road hunting?
What's that?
Oh, yeah.
Just drive around the country with your shotguns and then shoot whatever you see on the roads?
Yeah.
What? Super fun.
Oh, absolutely. Possum.
Yeah, whatever rodents or birds you'd see, just
You'd
like
see
pull
eyes
over.
and then boom, yeah. Yep.
No.
Yep.
You did that?
Road hunting,
Whoa.
surprisingly, is illegal.
Yeah.
Oh, it turns out.
it
Yeah,
seems like
we
it
found that
probably
out
is.
too.
Yeah.
Seems like mailbox baseball is too.
Yeah, I never did.
yeah.
I never did that.
My
but
buddy
I never
Dave
did that.
found that out.
I think my oldest brother got in trouble for doing that.
Yeah. Dave got in big trouble for it. Yep.
Yeah, we
The
did
good
do
old
that.
days.
Good old days.
Who's Dave?
Dave Armstrong.
Yeah.
Good kid.
Yeah, that'd be one of the times that I was actually taken down to the courthouse.
Yeah, you mentioned you got arrested.
Yeah, well, it might have been one of them.
You
yeah.
did?
I got handcuffed as well as a kid.
Yeah, yep. It was a really sweet conversion van that we were in.
Did you get handcuffed by Triple Pump John or whatever you said?
No, Bobby.
10 pump Bobby?
10 pump Bobby.
Man, no.
Bobby was a part of it.
Jesus.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Before I get to that, Dustin on Twitter says, we used to use a fishing pole with a line on a baby doll next to the road hiding underneath the bridge
Oh, my Lord.
and prank drivers thinking it was an actual baby.
Oh my God.
Dustin, you need help.
Wow.
Great bit, Dustin.
It's too much.
My God.
Even 10 pump would say no, that's too much.
Yeah. I didn't do this, but my friends in the town did. They'd gather up, I think my brother did, my middle brother did. They would gather up frogs and toads and then go to the overpass and throw them off the bridge on semis and stuff. As
God, that's terrifying. Poor semi driver.
That's an origin story for a serial killer.
Right.
Man, this part of the country, it's always raining frogs. Every time I come through here.
Ed Gein thinks that's weird.
On the goalpost of the high school football field, I was not a part of it. My dad still, if he was still alive, he would to this day be like, I know it was you. I had nothing to do with it, but I had friends of mine that actually shimmied up the goalpost and put Miller Lite cans on the very top. So they cut the bottom of the
dangerous.
can. Oh, yeah. And I was not a part of it, but every time
That's actually kind of respectable.
we'd go to a football game, and my dad would just look at me like, I know you did this. I didn't do it. I wasn't a part of it.
You're just extending the goalpost.
Did I
You're just
saran
helping the
wrap
kicker out.
Maria Davidson's car because I wanted to date her? Yes.
That's a weird way to ask.
Yeah,
That's a weird way to court somebody.
I guess she said
Yeah.
no.
Well, no, 'cause I was there to
In the
help.
car.
Yeah.
No.
Are you up on kidnapping charges now?
Did you ever saran wrap a toilet?
Did they ever find her?
Yeah, we've done that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a
No, they
classic
did
prank.
find her. God.
Or a cherry bomb down the toilet?
I took her
never
to
did that.
prom. She's
No,
a very
Ben's
sweet
brother
person.
threw her off the overpass.
Was she a little toady?
Remember the band Toadies?
Yeah,
man.
they have one good song.
Possum
Sprocket.
Kingdom.
Oh, so good.
And Toad the Wet Sprocket.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't care
What's
for
up,
them, but the Toadies kicked ass.
All I want is to be this way.
Are you bringing up her picture?
Possum Kingdom is one of my favorite songs from the 90s in general.
He's getting
It's fantastic.
texted by Bobby's parents.
Yeah, it's one of Bobby's friends.
You seen Bobby?
10 Pump Bobby is
I'm more
his
concerned
new
about
nickname.
Maria's whereabouts or whatever her name was.
And I don't
Maria,
understand
she was awesome. I love her.
saran wrap. I don't understand that.
Right.
No, so what we did is we saran wrapped her
We're
car.
like, this could be my wang.
And then, heavily saran wrapped her car so she couldn't get into it.
But why does that?
And then, because
It's
she was at another girlfriend's house, and they were a bunch of girls getting together.
Oh, okay, I like
and
this.
so we did that.
Hawk's
and
listening.
then I came back.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh my gosh, they saran your car?
No way.
And so I was like, well, I just happen to have a knife here. I can just cut this thing
Look
through
at you,
and help
White
her out.
Horse.
Oh,
Coming in.
absolutely.
Romeo.
Look at that.
Look at you, Don Juan.
Oh, just throwing. Yeah,
Here comes Olatana Muss with his flowing locks and his white horse.
Wow.
I happen to have a utility knife.
I have mirrors. I know I'm not a head turner when I walk into a bar. Okay, I get that. So I gotta wear them down.
No.
Well, that's aggressive.
You conned her.
Rosie.
What a mess.
You're not the best looking guy in the world, but you definitely can get saran wrap off a car for a lady if that's a situation she finds
Did
herself.
it work for you?
Yes.
Oh, it did work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good for you.
Look at
Well, I
you.
wouldn't talk about it if it didn't.
Wow, did you get...
Okay, easy now.
Did Bobby 10 Pump give you some tips?
Okay,
Go ahead,
this is the best.
Ben.
So
Yes.
Give it to me.
So my buddy that lives in the Rochester area that I grew up with, he goes, "I can't believe you just told the toad story." and I thought, here's the deal. I thought it was my brother and his friends. No. It was my buddy Mark and my buddy Wade. Did not know that it was like in my friend group that was throwing the toads off the overpass.
I love that you said their names.
Oh, I'm not going to say their last names, but
I don't think you
Now,
can.
Sauce, how do you feel
talking
about
about.
this? Because, Sauce, famously, your favorite animal is the frog.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Mark and Wade just rainbow tossing those frogs off the overpass?
I'm not a fan of it, but I once watched my brother chuck toads into the lawnmower when he tilted up and just.
he did not.
Oh, yeah.
What is it with Lambert's killing animals with lawnmowers?
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
Lord.
just. Hiya!
What is wrong with you?
That's terrible.
I knew Don was a
He
mess.
did that with firecrackers, but
Sauce got another
that's
endorsement.
way worse. You've never blown up
The decent thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the respectable thing of packing a toad's mouth with firecrackers. I've done that. Everybody's done that.
I've never done that.
But come on. What psycho throws it at a running
Thank God
lawnmower?
there's video games these days. That's all I'm saying.
They would find him in the yard and then just.
And he had to tilt it up.
Yeah, right into it.
And the craziest thing
And
about
I hated it.
the craziest thing about Dov doing that, it was October of 24.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Twice last year.
What a cycle. That was sports.
Yeah, man.
All right, we'll do Vikings news when we come back, which will really just be NFL news, which will be Chiefs and Eagles news. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Rock out with Shinedown at the Target Center. Experience an electrifying night of powerful performances and chart-topping hits on the Dance Kid Dance Tour on July 28th with special guests Bush and Morgan Wade. Get your tickets now and be part of an unforgettable concert experience. Get all the details now at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
Go.
My apologies.
Did you fart?
Nope.
It is bone chilling.
Sorry.
I think the lights flickered.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
It's the exorcist.
I'm dying from the inside out.
Even the spirits are pissed.
Right.
We're stuck here for eternity.
We all have
They're
big
like the
guy
Maitlands.
now.
They can't leave the house.
Yeah. Me.
Has anybody ever died in that room?
What's that?
Max is about to. I don't think so. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Interesting.
No.
Have you guys all went to the James J. Hull house when you were in school, right?
What?
It sounded like you said the James J. Ho House.
That's what I heard. We've all done that, right?
Like that's a thing all the kids do in Minnesota, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I've
Nope.
never
I
heard of
remember
it.
going there.
No,
No
never been
kidding.
to a whole house.
Where is it?
You don't know where the James J. Hull house
Is it the one?
St. Paul, right?
Yeah, the big mansion in St. Paul, like
Next
the
to,
mansion.
yeah, I know that place.
It's haunted, right?
I never went.
I mean, we might have gone, but I guarantee you I wasn't paying attention.
Well,
so
I just
don't know.
took for granted like it was a thing that every class did, like in the 4th grade or something like that in Minnesota.
We should go.
I'd like to. It looks beautiful. I just was looking through pictures of it just now. I'm looking
Let's
for a
go.
new home.
What are the guaranteed field trips in Minnesota? Science Museum when you're younger,
Valley
right?
Fair.
On
Yeah,
Valley Fair for sure.
We had a planetarium for a little time there.
It's true.
I don't know if it still
You had a
exists.
plan-
Mall of
Planetarium for
America,
little people?
sometimes the Nickelodeon universe for the bus patrols.
We'd
No
go to
kidding.
a Twins game.
No, they took us. I think, no, we didn't really. There's not a whole lot of guaranteed field trips here, I guess. Science Museum for sure.
Yeah, Valley Fair.
Valley Fair is the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the middle school rite of passage.
Yes.
Did you guys go to a summer camp?
Nope.
Nope.
Like a camp? You didn't do
I
anything
mean,
like
well,
that?
I mean, like a hockey camp, but that's not really summer camp, but it was in the summer. But
A couple days I went to my best friend at the time's Vietnamese church camp.
How'd that go for you?
It was not great. Especially being the only person who was not Vietnamese.
Interesting. Okay.
So I needed some subtitles.
Your jokes didn't go over well.
Not very well, no. Kind of like the Power Trip Morning Show.
I only went to one camp one summer. It was
Go ahead.
Camp Kikiki.
Yeah, I remember.
And It was just me and a bunch of basically rebels, just a bunch of outcasts, some kids that were troublemakers.
Outcast was there?
Yeah. So,
Brilliant.
Anyway, they were going to take back the camp and tear it down or something and build something else. So we had I don't know, we put parachutes on turtles and tried to get the adult men to run away from turtles on parachutes.
Did it work?
It worked.
Wow.
Because the turtles would bite their noses and stuff. It worked.
Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
You know what my favorite part about that bit is? I'm not saying it's funny. My favorite part is the percentage of people listening and Mark Rosen that are so confused on what I just did for the last 40 seconds. Because they're like, what is he talking about?
Yeah.
God, that's annoying.
It
is annoying.
Always worked on Rosie.
Always worked on Rosie.
Always.
So there's what percentage of the people listening do you think had no idea what I just was talking about?
You got me at
50?
I was going to say probably 80%.
Maybe 80?
Yeah, 80.
Yeah, you got me early on.
And I might be in that 80 only because I'm trying. I know it's a bit, but does this movie involve poison ivy?
No, I don't think so. You think you're talking about Overboard?
No.
You're thinking about meatballs?
No, I'm thinking about Ernest Goes to Camp.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It is Ernest Goes to Camp. What part's the? Oh, that's right. They rub it. Okay, I totally forgot about the poison ivy.
Didn't they gift him a plant and he didn't realize it was poison ivy and he puts his face in it and smells the flowers or whatever?
I forgot that reference.
And he gets poison ivy all over his face.
See, you could have done that to me and I would have been Rosen.
Okay.
Yeah, that isn't Ernest. The Turtles with Parachutes isn't Ernest Goes to Camp
gotcha.
reference.
So I was thinking about the Red movie.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. God, how many times did Rosie just look at me going like, I don't understand this story?
And he would fall for the
almost every time.
The car wash.
That Ernest, great actress, that Ernest.
He really was.
Yeah, Ernest P. Worrell.
She's an actress.
Sauce, take it away.
Oh, okay. I can go. Hold on. Hang on. The Eagles smoked the Commanders 55-23 to advance to the Super Bowl. The Eagles had 7 rushing touchdowns. The Vikings had 9 all season. Saquon had 3 of them, and they roll because they will now battle the Chiefs, who won 30-29 over the Bills. The Super Bowl is 13 days from today in New Orleans at 5:30. The Chiefs are between a 2 and a 1.5 point favorite.
First play, Barkley goes for 60 yards and a touchdown, and then you're like, okay, this is probably going to be over. But I want to ask you, Ben, about this. So the Commanders, and you have to, I prefer tush push more than brotherly shove. But so they're going to do that. It was like 3 in a row that they went. And was it Louvo? Who
Frankie Louvu?
Yeah, Louvu. Yeah. He jumped over the pile twice.
Yeah.
And then the referee goes on the mic and just goes, okay, so if he does this again, we're going to give them the touchdown. How is that even a rule? You just give them the touchdown.
Well, it was brilliant to bring Mike Pereira in when they did, because without Mike talking about it literally a minute before this actually happened and the on-field announcement, I'm guessing 100% of the listening audience would have no idea that was even a rule that they could implement. And I guess it makes sense because you can only move the ball half the distance to the goal so many times.
Right.
And all you would do is you're guaranteeing that they have to snap the ball again, which means another opportunity for them to fumble the ball.
Sure.
So I guess I get the essence of the rule that, all right, well, so you can't keep doing that. We're just going to go ahead and allow them the touchdown.
So he does it twice, but then they jumped on another one. That was interior lineman.
Yes.
Jumped on that one. And that's when they came back on again.
Yeah.
We told you. Yeah. I mean, he was scolding not only the team, but like everybody that's watching.
The thing is, it's actually.
We told you this is going to happen.
It's
if
smart
you don't
on the defense's part to do that.
Yes.
Because you can't just put the ball into the end zone. So again, you're just guaranteeing that they have to snap the ball again on a play. Now they don't have to run that tush push, but you're making them snap another play. And it's like, okay, well, we could get lucky and knock this ball out. So, the whole thing was just from a TV broadcast was so well executed with Pereira just jumping in, letting everybody know that this is a possibility. And then a minute later, he's like on the field, you guys can't stop doing this. You do it again. This is your warning. We're just going to go ahead and give them the touchdown. It's like, what?
Hey, speaking of rules that they might have to address, and I might butcher this, so somebody stay with me. And Sauce, you might remember, but so a couple weeks ago, the Packer game where there was that opening fumble, Sauce, on the kickoff, and before the scrum takes place, before the pile is completely formed, trying to get the loose ball, it was clear as day on the replay that the ball was back in the gut area of the Packers kick returner. He had both hands on the ball. That's possession, right?
Correct.
Then the scrum takes place. And was it the Eagles? Was it
it was the Eagles. Yeah.
So, but then the Eagles come out of the pile with the ball, and they give the ball to the Eagles. And I'm like, how can the replay? We're all watching it. Even Brady's like, oh, it's clear as day. Everybody said he's got it.
Yeah.
But then the Eagles come out with the ball, and they give the ball to the Eagles. Yesterday, now I'm forgetting. Was it the Commanders?
It was
receiver.
Yeah.
So I think it was the Commanders receiver catches the ball, tries to get up. The ball pops out though. Then the Eagle guy looks like he jumps on it. The Washington guy, though, comes out of the pile with the ball. But then they say, no, it was clear on the replay that the Eagles guy had it and was down. I'm like, what am I missing here?
Yeah, correct.
It seems like they're just spinning the wheel on whether or not it's whoever ends up with the ball or whoever had possession. I don't understand how somehow those football pile rules seem to be randomized.
Yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, some of the ones that there is a real scrum and there really is just a dog pile of guys and you don't know who has possession. It is usually at that point in time, whoever comes out of the pile. But the Green Bay situation is if it's pretty clear and it's maybe one or two guys and you see possession, there's clutch holding the ball and you got it against your chest and you see the arms wrapped around the ball. The second an opposing person touches you, you're down.
Yeah. Right.
The play's over.
And I'm not ever cheering for the Packers, even though that was against the Eagles.
Play.
But that was just, I'm like, man, the Packers got screwed here. That was their ball for sure.
Should have been their ball.
So what did you guys think of the ball placement for the Bills game? You know, there are two situations. I mean, they had the play before the fourth down play. I thought it was pretty close that he got to the line. And then I really thought the far side judge had the right placement, and they even reviewed it and said that he was short. I thought it was kind of obvious that he crossed the line.
Right. And how many times, and you're down there, Ben, how many times you see plays where on TV you're like, man, that's close, and then you just see the ref do this bit with his arm like it's a first down, where you're like, that was a pretty good spot from 15 feet away. I don't understand how, like, the benefit of the doubt, and even, like, Josh Allen's like 6'5". They needed, like, an inch.
That's a huge
And
bitch.
they were like, nah, he didn't get it. He got the first down. That whole thing. And even before, the tight end had the first down. His knees weren't down. He falls over the line with the football. That's a first down.
That's a first down.
That's where you see in multiple times during the regular season where they're just like, yep, you got to move along.
Well, the commentators always bring it up about the fact that the line you're seeing on TV is not necessarily the actual line. But
they got to fix that, though.
Yes.
When we were talking to Ryan Jeffers on Friday about baseball and the possible challenge system down the road and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he was comparing it to the challenge system in tennis, where immediately, right, if you challenge something in tennis, it goes up on the big screen and they have that little shadow bounce and you get to see if it bounced in or out.
Right.
Immediately.
Yep.
And Ryan was telling us on Friday, essentially, that's what baseball is headed towards, that if you challenge a pitch, it'll be on the Jumbotron within a split second, and we can immediately figure that out. We're going to be at the point at some point with the NFL. Every football is going to have sensors, and they're going to have it all computerized, and we're going to know exactly where the ball got to on every single play.
Yeah.
Right? Because then if you have a bad camera angle and you can't tell where the ball is in Josh's possession because there's 3 Kansas City Chiefs blocking that view, well, then the computer will know where the ball was and whether or not it crossed the line.
Well, Ben, as a former player, I mean, how do you feel about that? As far as like the exacting spot where you got the sensors in the ball, you got everything else that's there, you got the camera work that's going to be there and available, versus, you know what, the human nature of referees. A lot of these things and a lot of calls are always going to be, subjective.
Yeah. I go back and forth with this because I think football in a general sense is getting harder and harder to watch because of the subjectivity. And because of the delays in the game, it's not a free-flowing game. And even me that loves football and can tolerate it, and we all kind of grow up with it, it's getting it's getting to be too much. As long as the technology makes the game more efficient and doesn't slow the game down, I'm for it.
Sure.
And I think that eventually it's all going to work out. You know, sometimes defensive guys are going to get defense is going to get the calls. As us as Vikings fans, like, we may hate the technology on a couple plays, but then we're going to love it, you know, on other plays. I think it evens the playing field. It takes all of that human nature out, and as long as it doesn't take forever. You know, as long as we can go right, just like the tennis thing, as long as you can go right to it and say, we have an immediate answer right now because the microchips on both ends of the football, we know exactly where that's at, then I'm all for it because we need to speed up this game. I mean, the game is so clunky and takes so long, and there's so many rules, and there's so much subjectivity to just all these calls. Like, is that pass interference? Is it not pass interference? Is like, why is this, they get the call this time and then not this time? Like, all of that stuff I can see from the casual fan. It's confusing.
Sure.
And it's not fun to watch.
And if you listen to Vikings Football Sunday, you know Pete's angle on this. And especially when they won't actually call a flag, they won't say that that's an actual fumble or it is a fumble, and then the play has to continue. Yeah, and then that's where guys could possibly get hurt.
Yeah,
that really ticks him off.
And it makes him so mad.
My other soapbox that I jumped on yesterday when I'm just at home and being just grumpy that the Vikings aren't playing. These halftime shows are the most ridiculous wastes of time that these networks put on. I could not believe. I mean, I'm actually just watching this big program that CBS is putting on. You have all of these big stars. These former players that are there, you're paying them lots of money to be on site. The production value, this and that. And they get to halftime, and first of all, it's so many commercials. And then they're like, hey, what do you think? And these analysts have maybe 30 seconds to get something in. And it's the most generic, common, like, there's nothing insightful. It's like you're watching the same game that we are. You're getting the same stats that we all have access to. Like, nothing that you said actually made this analysis any better.
Right.
And then it's like 30 seconds. All right, we'll be right back with more commercial break. I'm like, what are we doing here?
By the time the host asks the question, you already know, he's giving you the wrap it up. Come on.
Wrap it. Because we have 6 other guys on this panel. So
was that a shot at Brandon Molesky?
No. It's I feel bad for hockey when he's on the road and he has to do the second half of the halftime show.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I leave you 3 minutes and that's it.
Yeah.
At least he gets 3 minutes.
Yeah.
It's way more than these TV guys get.
Oh, yeah. Listen, usually 3 minutes is 2.5 more than I need.
Yeah.
No, you're great at it, dude.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
Hard to watch.
Yeah.
All right, more with Ben and Muss after this. Power 2 Morning Show on the Fan.